Hey, I'm Kayla Woodman, and this is my story.
This might hurt, it's not safe, but I know that I've gotta make a change.
Growing up, I didn't live in the typical Christian home. My parents would claim that they were Christians, but their actions never proved it to be true. My parents would fight a lot, but they would never resolve anything, and so that gave me the foundations for future relationships and the relationship with my parents. We would fight and never apologize or never fix anything. It would just be angry words and going into separate rooms.
Instead of going through the motions.
My grandma got diagnosed with dementia in 2008 and she was living with us, so that led to stress with my mom. My mom didn't think that it would get to the point that it did with the dementia. My grandma slowly started losing abilities such as eating, going to the bathroom normally, showering, just functions that we take for granted. This made my mom stressed and angry, which led to my dad being stressed because he felt like he couldn't make anyone happy and he couldn't support. They both got really angry at my brother and I because they had no way to take out their anger except for screaming and just throwing fits. This made me and my brother feel really worthless and feel like a burden because our parents were just screaming at us constantly and we felt like they didn't want anything to do with us. When my grandma was getting worse, school also got worse. I would go to school and all I would hear is, "You're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you have no purpose, and you should just kill yourself." I wanted an escape and school definitely wasn't it. I didn't have friends, so I couldn't just go over to a friend's house when I needed out of the house. It was go home and listen to my grandma say mean things to me, or go to school and listen to other people say mean things to me. My only escape was sleeping. The bullying really picked up in 8th grade, where I would get called fat and ugly and stupid by my own friends, and they didn't realize the effect that it had on me because they just thought that it was all a joke and thought that I had no feelings, I guess, and it just never got any better. No one wanted me, so I just stayed to myself. In the midst of the bullying, I started believing the lies that they would tell me about my weight. I tried to fix it, but I wouldn't do it the way that I should. I stopped eating solid food, and I would exercise until I'd black out and just lay there. I lost 35 pounds in 3 months. My body wouldn't lose any more. The bullying still didn't stop even after I lost it, though. I don't remember much from this time in my life. I do remember, though, that a friend told me that I needed help. One Sunday night, I came to Radiate and I talked to Pastor Jeremy about what was going on. I told him everything, and he made me talk to a couple women in the church, and one of them was Danny. Danny had gone through the same thing in her high school years.
Through the nothingness of life.
God used Danny to bluntly tell me that I was being stupid and that I just needed to stop everything that I was doing because it was only hurting me. It was nice to have someone that could relate with me what was going on because I didn't have that. It was the first time that I ever had someone to talk to. Over the next several months, I realized that I needed something. I just couldn't fix myself. I needed someone to help fix me. I started calling out to God, and I would pray and pray and pray, and I was just like, I need someone to help me. I've messed up so many times, and I really need you. I remember being so miserable the way I was.
Finally feeling something, 'cause just okay is not enough.
God met me in my misery and made me realize that He made me the way I am for a reason. Even though some people may not like it, it's the way that God made me, and He wants me to stay that way. He gave me a purpose in life, and He makes me feel like I have worth.
I don't wanna spend my whole life asking, what if I had given every...
I'm thankful for the work He did in my life. He not only saved me, but He also saved my parents and my brother. It's nice to have a godly boyfriend too, who will help me and support me when I am lacking in faith and when I need someone to call me out on things.
Cool.
And then go.
Ninkle. Go ahead. Oh, gee.
And then go.
Ninkle.
Help me with my. And then go.
Ninkle.
My family still isn't perfect, but we have the bond of Christ to fall back on. Today, I am going to be baptized. After praying and looking up scriptures, then I realized that I did need to follow Christ in this, and I need to obey Him.